What's up, guys, and welcome back to Thrash Reviews, where yours truly, Thrash Maniac 99, continues to review upcoming hard rock and heavy metal albums in the calendar year of 2016. And today, I'm going to review another album that came out early in the year that I missed, but I'm now talking about now. Came out January 8th, so very early on. The newest release from grindcore / hardcore punk / thrash metal / crossover thrash / punk metal, whatever, supergroup band, Venomous Concept, their new album, Kick Me Silly VC3. So, Venomous Concept is a supergroup, like I said, that featured members, at one point featured members from Napalm Death, Brutal Truth, Nuclear Assault, the Melvins. Because at one point they had Buzz Osborne from the Melvins in their lineup on guitar. Then he was replaced by Shane Embry from Napalm Death, who plays bass for Napalm, but he's playing guitar for Venomous Concept. So the lineup they have for the album is Shane Embry on guitar, Danny Herrera from Napalm on drums, Danny Lilker from Brutal Truth and Nuclear Assault, SOD, and a bunch of other bands on bass, Kevin Sharp from Brutal Truth on vocals, and they gave him the name Johnny CHEESEBURGER, John Cook, who was a touring guitarist late 2014, early 2015 for Napalm Death on second guitar. So with this album, Kick Me Silly VC3, I'm not gonna do the traditional format, simply only because there is 21 tracks on an album. Then again, what else do you expect when it comes to a grindy, hardcore, crossover kind of band like this? And virtually, this album is virtually a mixture of thrash metal, crossover thrash, hardcore punk, and grindcore, all melded into one. And I tell you, top to bottom, this album is filled with just absolute brutality, chaos, no melody whatsoever, which is cool for this subgenre of metal, grindcore that is, as well as for hardcore punk being a big influence on this album. Lyrically, you get a lot of kind of some typical grindy bands, or even some even at times crossover bands would kind of combine comedy with politics into their lyrics to where they sound politically incorrect, or it's addressing issues, or just to have a good laugh about it. And a particular example of a goofy track is the song CHEESEBURGER, which is 11 seconds long, the shortest track of the album, all about ordering a cheeseburger, and I thought that was awesome, and this is one of my favorite songs of the album. That's why I love grindcore, is simply because, well, you get short songs, you get a kick out of some of the lyrics if it's comedic, but when it's political, it gets your mind thinking and want to explore some of these lyrical ideas into the music you want to create yourself by addressing environmental issues, political issues, social commentary, and a bunch of stuff like that. But musically, very fast, blast beat driven, thrash beat driven, hardcore style, grindy, riffs upon motherfucking riffs. There are some memorable riffs, and even the rare guitar solos you would get on a song or two is apparent. I forgot what was the one track of the album that had the guitar solo. I'd have to re-listen to this album later to really get to that point. But with the closing track being called Rocket Science, it's 15 minutes, but it's virtually a 2-minute song, because the rest of the parts is just like a person at like a printing machine going for 13 minutes, which I thought that was kind of weird, but typically grind bands tend to do weird stuff like that to fill in the gap for a song. That's just the way it is. So virtually it's a 35-minute record, just called 50 minutes because of 13 minutes of sound effects, I suppose, or samples, programming, what have you. But the longest full song of the album, being called Forever War, which was a little over 3 minutes in length, was very, very brutal, but lyrically was very thought-provoking, all about how it seems like war is going to keep going and going and going forever until something bad happens, and then people got to learn and not go to war, and war all the time is like, oh, Skype calling, I'm not answering it yet. So overall, with this album, top to bottom, it was just it was practically a political comedic fest with some brutality thrown in there. And just like I said, riffs upon motherfucking riffs. No bad song on this album. And that's why I love grindcore, because grindcore, to me, any grind album I listen to, I don't hear anything bad on them, because simply they're all about playing for noise sake and just being as fast and brutal as possible, but still have it structured right so it's not just flat out noise. That's why I think grindcore gets all the respect it deserves. So overall, this was a fantastic album for me personally. 91 out of 100 for Kick Me Silly VC3 by Venomous Concept. Definitely check this album out. If you're a fan of fast, brutal metal/hardcore, this is for you. But until next time, peace out and have a good Thursday.